Hello and welcome to the roundup here of the Day's 3 action at the British Canoeing Selection Trials. Fiona, we've had some fantastic runs today and we've had some fantastic races. So let's start off with the C1 men's category. David Florence should I say, was the only one who was actually selected due to his performances, getting 2 first places in the first 2 days. So who actually made selection? Who was second and third?
So David had another win again today anyway, and then in the end it was Ryan Wesley and Adam Burgess who performed on the day today and came away to be in the team. Unfortunately that means that Tom Quinn is in 4th position, just outside the team, and that's what selection's like. There's always somebody who misses out, and unfortunately that's him this weekend.
Now for my prediction, I personally thought that Tom Quinn would make the team, and unfortunately he didn't, even though he had a very good run. So Ryan Wesley, yes, I'm apologising to you, Ryan. You were quick enough and you did show your potential as to what you can do. Fiona, have you got anybody else that you want to apologise to then?
Yeah, sorry Adam, I have to apologise to you like I did actually earlier on as well, but well done making the team. Good job.
I had faith in you, Adam. Right, let's move on to the C1 women. The C1 women, it was a hard-fought category today. So with Kim Woods already taking the 2 wins on the first 2 days, she was already made to the selection. And with Marilee Franklin already selected because of her performance at the Worlds, just like yourself, fantastic again. So let's make a roundup now of the C1 women, Fiona.
So today in the C1 Women, it was Kim that came away with another win, and then Jasmine had to win to be able to get into the team, but then she came away with 2nd position, which meant it was very hard for her, and it was Ailey who managed to get in the team in the end.
So if you actually look at the predictions, we were actually both right with that one, with Ailey actually taking the 3rd place. So now let's make on to K1 Women. So K1 Women, who was already pre-selected for that one, Fiona? Gee, let's think about that one. So let's talk about the performances today for the K1 Women.
Yeah, today it was, always going to be a really tough race. 4 of them going for those 2 remaining spots, and they were neck and neck on points. First runs, anything could have happened still. There was fast times and then touches, and then Lizzie put in a really solid performance to be winning after the first runs. Kim was quick, but then coming to second runs, it was purely down to that run, and they were all going very steadily around the poles and being very careful. And in the end it was Lizzie who took the win and Kim was second, and that meant they both got into the team.
Now looking at the predictions there from yesterday, Fiona, you did actually predict that Kim would actually make the team. I didn't, and I went for Beth Laven, so unfortunately Beth didn't make the team, and again I would like to make an apology to Kim Woods. Yes, I'm sorry Kim, I didn't have the faith and belief in you, but you proved me wrong. Right, let's move on now to the K1 men. So obviously with Joe Clark and Richard Hounslow, because of their performances on day 1 and day 2, they had made selection. So there was 1 place up for grabs, and there was some ferocious paddling going on, and it was a really hard fought category. So give us a roundup of the action from the K1 men, Fiona.
Yeah, it was likely to be between Tom Brady and Bradley Forbes-Cryans for that 3rd place. There was other people in contention, James Bailey as well. Tom put in a really good first run, very quick. He was winning after first runs, and he needed to win to make the team. And going into second runs, again a really good second run time. He was actually, I think, 0.02 off his time from the first run. So he really fought hard, and it was outstanding paddling for the position that he was in and the pressure he was under. And then Bradley came down, went in behind him. So for Bradley to make the team, he needed Joe or Richard to come down and win the race. And in the end it was Richard who took the win. Joe went into second, which meant that Bradley was in the team.
I must admit, that is the best paddling I have ever seen in the K1 men category. It was just up and down, nip and tuck all the way. Right, so moving on to the last category now, we've got the C2 men. Now, again, with David Florence and Mark Proctor even, not Mark Etienne, Mark Proctor and Etienne start already making the team with regards to the performances that they've done on day 1 and day 2. It was left up to a few crews to fight for that 3rd position, and again there was some good fighting going on between the crews. So give us a roundup of the action from the C2s, Fiona.
Yeah, again, some really solid paddling all round. Matt and Reese gave it everything they had, really fighting hard to that finish line at the end of their second run. Unfortunately, Ryan and Zach had a 50 on their second run, and sort of put them out of the game really, but in the end it was Adam Burgess and Greg Pitt who came away to make it into the team.
Yeah, so there we go. The predictions that me and Fiona actually gave for the C2 men. I believe I was correct. Were you correct, Fiona? I think you were you not?
I was correct with the C2 men.
Yeah, so there we go. But it just goes to show you can never trust me, anyway, for predictions. Fiona's probably done a bit better than me, but then again, she has got a bit of inside information. Anyway, that rounds up all the action from day 3, and I would just personally like to say a massive congratulations to everybody that has made the team, and for those that haven't made the team, I feel for you, I really do, especially 4th position. 4th position must be the really loneliest place in the world, but onwards and upwards, keep moving, keep going. As for me, I'm out of here. Fiona,
Thank you.
thank you very much, take care, adios.